What's going on, guys? It's your boy DGen Philly, and I'm back with another video. Guys, I'm coming to you for the first time in a long time. Um, just to put things simply, I got a full-time job. I work a lot of hours. I got a family, so I make these videos when I can. And we've had a raging bull market, so my attention has basically been just making those profits the best way that I can. And that's why I'm on here sporadically. But I'm gonna try to make a lot more videos for you guys because I do really enjoy making these. So one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was, I have a lot of people reaching out to me all of a sudden saying, "Hey, how do I get started? How do I get into crypto? How do I get into investing?" And I've been talking to people for a couple of years about this stuff while it was cheap. Now all of a sudden the prices are high and people want to get in. But that's how I got in, so I'm not hating. I'm just explaining, right? So I'm gonna do this video like if I were to get into crypto today, how would I get in? Where would I start? What would I do? Okay. So the first order of business for me, if I was going to be investing in stocks and crypto, I would just get a simple Robinhood account. Okay. Um, Robinhood, although it doesn't have a whole lot of choices, it's just easy to get started, and it's good to have it has the basics, and it's good to have a lot of on ramps and off ramps. Okay, so if you want something that's kind of like hands off, you don't really want to really get into it that deep. You can you can just like look for ETFs. Okay, these are kind of set it and forget it plays, right? So if you look ETF, all right. So there's a bunch up here, right? Let's see. You know, uh, you know, SPY, that's the S&P 500, right? Oh, the Russell 2000. Let's check out the Russell 2000, right? These are small companies in the U.S., okay? And this particular ETF really does translate to crypto. Like when this goes up, genuinely, crypto is going up, okay? Because that's the last leg of liquidity before we get to crypto. So I would open up a Robinhood account. If you don't really want to do much, I would just pick some ETFs like SPY and QQQ, right? And just keep buying those every week with your, whatever you can spare, $10, $20, $100, whatever number works for you, okay? And then as far as crypto goes, okay, um, we are at the last legs of a bull market. I feel. Now, I say last legs. This last session could be 11 months long, right? But we are in the final phase. You know, so I wouldn't throw a ton of money in right now. You could do something like say you're putting in $30 a week. You could put $10 into your ETF. You could put $10 into, just keep it in US dollars, and then you could put $10 into whatever one of these cryptos that you like, right? You know, it really doesn't matter if you're just using Robinhood because they're all pretty decent and you're in the tail end of the bull market anyways, right? Um, so, and unless you want to spend a lot of time on it, like really digging deep and learning how to go on chain and to trade these very smaller coins, um, that's where you're going to find your best bargain. And I would think the strategy for me, right, if I was just starting out, would be to, kind of learn about it, right? Um, I put a little bit of money in and try to make some money, but I put some cash aside for when crypto crashes. And when crypto crashes, that's when I would start just heavily DCAing as much money as I can into the market. Um, and I would just load up on Bitcoin and maybe another high cap coin that you really like, whether that's Solana, XRP, Litecoin, whatever, but I would put the majority into Bitcoin, right? Just because the more time goes by, the more I understand how these markets work, and this first part of the bull market is just owned by Bitcoin all the way. So I could have sat in Bitcoin this whole time, you know, and made good money and not really worried about losing my money. And these all altcoins, it was kind of a rocky road, right? But now it's starting to reap the benefits. Okay, the second thing I would do would be to open a Coinbase. Okay, so here's Coinbase. I don't really have anything in the Coinbase. Even if you see balances in exchanges, those are just coins that I'm accumulating, and I'll send them to my wallet when there's enough. So here's Coinbase. It's very simple to use. You're gonna have more options than you would with a Robinhood, right? But it's just very simple to use. Um, Not much to it. I'll put a link down below so you can learn how to do that. You can stake your coins here. There's a few different things, but it's just very simple, very straightforward, right? So that's Coinbase. And then once you kind of get a hold of that, there's some other exchanges you can sign up to, certainly. Crypto.com is probably the better one. It's a little confusing for true beginners, but once you're in crypto a little while, you can step up to Crypto.com. It's not very difficult to use. But I would say the next step from there would be to self custody and to go on chain, right? And so, what the hell? All right, here we are. This is just one of my wallets. Okay, I got many wallets. Um, this is an EVM wallet, right? Well, this is EVM. This can also compatible with Solana, and it's compatible with Move program language like Sui, Aptos, right? It's This wallet's pretty compatible with most blockchains, um, but I don't have everything in here, obviously. Let's check out a coin. This is one that I called out. If you go back in my videos talking about Pulse Chain, I showed you guys this coin, and if any of you would have bought this chart, let me see if I can make it bigger, right? I guess it doesn't want to go into landscape mode, huh? I mean, look at this chart, right? So I was talking about it some point in March. This thing's all bugged out. I was talking about it sometime in March. We could flip back and see if we can find the price. No, that's not gonna work. Either way, this thing's up like 8,000%, guys. That's the power of cryptocurrency. If we go back, yeah, it just bugs out. But I mean, look here. Back in July, you could have bought it for 0.0011, right? You go up here. What did we hit recently? 3.5 cents. That is crazy gains right there, guys. And that's not the only one. Let me show you another one. This is a pretty good achievement for me because in my last video I talked about Sui, right? And I had bought some Sui, but not a lot, right? For cheap, like 60 cents. So I bought some Sui, kind of forgot about it. It started to take off. It was $1.70 when I made my video, and I remember talking about it saying, well, suey's kind of expensive. So here is the play that I'm gonna make. And what I did was I just took my Solana. I had a bunch of Solana I was buying for 20 bucks each in the bear market after FTX collapsed. And so I had my Solana. I sent it over. I swapped half for USDC, and I was on Cetus, and I was just farming Sui. And with all the fees I was making with the liquidity pool, I was just selling it for Sui. And as I was selling it, it was going up, right? So that just makes your yield like exponential because, I'm buying it for $1.80 a token, right? And I'm farming it at 180 APR or 200 APR, and so I just kept buying and buying. So eventually, right? You know, I farmed all this Sui, right? 390 91 Sui right here. Right here, 202 Sui, $300 worth of Solana, right? I think I had like 150 Sui or something. I didn't have a lot, and the rest of that I just farmed. So, I mean, this game can be powerful if you get into it, right? Um, and the whole market is just taking off, guys. It's it's pretty much now or never. Um, you know, Here's a sleeper coin. People don't. All the crypto native people were talking trash about all these old coins, but these old coins are the ones that are pumping. Um, I bought a bunch of AVAX in the bear market. Like 13 bucks a piece, $9 a piece, whatever. I was buying it cheap, and if you look now, it's like $51. And that thing hasn't even taken off yet comparatively, right? Um, so we'll just go over the market a little bit. Let me do crypto bubbles. All right. Yeah. I mean, just look at those numbers. Absolutely bananas, right? Let me see if I can pull up. All right. So these are my favorites. These are the coins that I hold. You know, decent amounts of. Okay. Um, the most obvious one here is TRX. That's 66% on the day. That's huge. And this isn't all the coins that I hold, but this is a majority of them. And whatever I could find on this app that I hold. And I got some new ones too that I haven't put on here because I haven't used this in a while. But you know, TRX 60%, EHEX 10%, Hex and Pulse Chain 20%. Right? You got Beam 7%, Dogecoin. Dogecoin's gone crazy, guys. We gotta pull that up because I gotta show you guys the power of cryptocurrency. Let's check this out. And it's down a little today, but let's check this out. I wish I had a lot more money in this, right? But I was just taking small amounts of money and just throwing them in here, right? Look at this. I'm up 221% on this trade. And this is just little bits of extra money because I was using I'd buy some Tesla and then I would just throw in a little bit of Dogecoin or a little bit of Bitcoin Cash, which is another dinosaur coin. And 67% is not a crazy amount to be up, but it's better than the stock market. That's for sure. I'm up 91% on this AVAX, and this is kind of a high price. Most of mine that's in my wallet there that you see was about at the $20 range. Um, but yeah, guys, to summarize this, like you just gotta sign up for a couple exchanges and just throw in a little bit of extra money that you have, and then just be patient, right? And then continue to learn. The reason why I like to make these YouTube videos is because a lot of the people that I used to watch um, YouTube videos to learn from, they give you bad information. And what I'm talking about is like, they only want to benefit themselves. I mean, they get cheap meme coins and then they they dump on their followers, right? And they just teach them stuff like it's not the way to learn, right? These people are just only out for themselves. They're always trying to sell you something or just make money up from you. Guys, I don't want your money. I just want to share my journey and help whoever I can. Uh, the only reason why I'm making this video is because, I had a friend from work ask me about this stuff, and I'm like, I'll make you a video. It's been a couple weeks, I still haven't made the video, but here I am. I'm recording. I got a new mic, and hopefully this sounds good. All right. Talk about some of the things that are going on in the market real quick too. Like this thing right here, Virtual Protocol. It's like a infrastructure for AI agents, and basically, let's see. I can just read the thing. Virtual Protocol is a platform building the co-ownership layer for AI agents in gaming and entertainment. It enables AI agents to be tokenized and co-owners via the blockchain. So it's these AI agent things. It's kind of a confusing narrative, but you know, here's one of them. I just started scaling into this one, AI XBT. Most of these on base, and they kind of kicked off a little mini base season. Um, you know, that's a beautiful price chart, right? I mean, what else do you want? Um, yeah, so they kind of kicked off a little base season, so a lot of the base coins are doing really well. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, guys. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe. I'm going to continue to make videos. I'm going to continue to be stepping my game up with the information. If you go back, if you don't believe me, go back in my videos. I gave you uh, PDI at less than a penny. Okay, I showed you how to bridge the pulse chain. A lot of these assets are up 500%, 200%, 300%. You know what I mean? And I gave you Sui at $1.70, and you could have farmed all those Sui tokens with me because they're incentivizing the chain. All right, guys. So this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Never take financial advice from a dude from the internet. Cryptocurrency is risky as hell, guys. You can lose all your money. But if you make good practices and make good trades, you could really make a difference in your life. All right. This is DGen Philly, and I'm signing out. All right, guys. Peace.